Hi guys, we're here for our last day of introductions for me. I am here alone for the next 10 days. I have my trusty sidekicks, my dogs and cats, and otherwise I am here all by myself. Which I'm like a little bit excited about just because, you know, it's been a really long time since I've been by myself for multiple days. But I'm also kind of sad because this is probably going to get pretty boring pretty quick. But it is what it is. Okay, so this morning, let's see, yesterday I talked about traumas. I guess I didn't finish talking about traumas, but I mean, I guess we'll get to that when we get to that. For now, I think I'm going to talk about health issues. For me, okay, I have fibromyalgia. Which if you don't know much about it, it's basically I'm in constant pain, and so that's kind of fun. I have chronic bronchitis and asthma. Let's see. I think that's really about it, but I've had a lot of like medical trauma also. When I was really little, I got pneumonia and got really sick and ended up in the hospital. I stopped breathing, stopped eating, like the whole nine. Obviously I don't remember that because that was when I was really little. But I do remember the other traumas. Let's see. When I was like 11, 12, 13, something like that, I got this beautiful thing. And that was my, I got burned. It was a freak accident, you know, it just kind of happened, but I was in and out of the hospital for about 3-4 months, something like that. So obviously that was like super duper traumatic. Let's see what else. In and out of the hospital for mental illness pretty much since after my burns. Yeah. Let's see. Everybody knows about my ankle incident. That's not really a huge surprise for anybody. Because I've talked about it plenty of times, I've posted about it plenty of times. So if you have followed me this far at all, you know exactly what I'm talking about with my ankle. But for those of you who don't, I broke my ankle. Well, I didn't actually break it. It was just an extreme sprain, basically. But the bone, right here, that bone popped out about an inch, and actually poked back in on the other side of the skin. So I basically had an inverted piercing of my bone. or using my bone instead of a earring or whatever. So that happened. I've broken a toe a couple of times. Otherwise it's all been like minor things like sprains, or I bruise super easily, so like even minor things look absolutely horrendous. But you know, minor things at that point. I have been hit by a car a couple times on my bike, so lots of, you know, dislocations and stuff like that, which is not like it's not like a major thing, but especially not given like just how my joints are and stuff like that. I'm double jointed, so things pop out of joint all the time. Sometimes if it's like with force, obviously it's not going to feel all that great, but I mean, it happens all the time, so it's not really a huge deal. However, because of the fibromyalgia, it takes much longer for me to heal from even the minor stuff. So yay for that. I think that's about all my physical ailments. Actually, I mean, I guess I am dyslexic, but I don't know if that falls under physical or mental. Honestly, I feel like it's crossed wires in your brain, but I'm not really sure. I don't know what causes it because I haven't actually looked that far into it. I know that it makes reading difficult, reading comprehension difficult, because you literally have to sit there and read the same sentence over and over and over, and it's really hard when you also have attention issues and stuff like that. I don't necessarily have attention issues, like I can pay attention to multiple things at once, but a lot of times there are just certain things, certain functions that I can't do multiple. I don't know. I also get overstimulated super easily. I'm not sure if there's actually a diagnosis or anything like that, but I do have sensory issues. So if there's too much going on, too much noise going on, too much touching or crowdedness or stuff like that, it can really mess with my senses. My sensory stuff. So it bothers me, and it makes me very irritable, and it makes me kind of feel like I'm going crazy a little bit. So yeah, so that's no fun. I don't know. I think that just about covers everything. I don't know. If anybody has any questions or can relate and wants to, talk about it and compare notes. I know I said that earlier, but comparing notes is always interesting for me because mental illness, it can differ so much from person to person, but we still almost kind of have the core things that really mess with us. Being overwhelmed and stuff like that. So it's kind of fun to fun, I suppose isn't the right word, but it's very interesting to kind of compare. We could both be diagnosed with bipolar, and it could be different for both of us, even if it's the same type of bipolar. Stuff like that. So yeah, I'm no medical scholar, so I don't know awesome details about everything, but I'm happy to do any kind of research or anything like that if anybody has more questions. I guess from here I will probably conclude this part of introductions. I'm not sure what I'm going to talk about tonight because I feel like you guys probably know me pretty well at this point. Yeah, so I guess I'm going to go ahead and take this opportunity to mention that I did start a Facebook page. It is a page, not a group, and it is by the same exact name as this YouTube playlist. So, so if you guys wanted to go ahead and join me there, it's a lot easier to get a hold of me privately on Facebook. I think I did go ahead and add a message me button so you guys can message me at any point. I'm kind of a phone addict, so it's not like I rarely miss things, and if I do, I've either forgotten to reply or I'm in the shower or doing something that requires me not to touch my phone very often, so, or painting or whatever. So that'll be that. And I guess I'll see you guys tonight.